I don't know what else to say. Again, we should have beaten the Eagles at the Eagles. We should have beaten the Packers at home. So what? If you can't win at Chicago and you can't beat Carolina at Carolina, you're terrible. You're no good. You got nothing. Jerry's got nothing. I was going to say tomorrow on Arena Gridiron that Jerry should plunge and go get Trey Hendrickson from the Bengals, go ahead and trade one of those firsts for Trey Hendrickson and just go ahead and give him his money. Just say that's the new guy. We were terrible without Micah last year, and we're still terrible. We were terrible with Micah last year, and we're still terrible without him. It just doesn't matter. We're just rotten to the core. It's just Jerry Jones. It's just a joke. Shooting fingers and I don't know. We're this. That's what we are. That's who we are. We are this, Jerry. To you, I give this to you. I salute you, Jerry. This is what you wrought. Matt Eberfraud. If Jerry has anything left in the tank as he turns 83, when
A 27 win over the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday. Panthers running back Rico Dowdle got his revenge against his old team, finishing with the Panthers' single-game record, 239 scrimmage yards. After the game, Panthers social media having some fun at the expense of Stephen A.
Should the Cowboys be on upset alert?
I don't think so.
McMillan, his first NFL touchdown.
I saw Carolina come back against Miami last week, but that's Miami.
Wide open man is Dowdle, and he's going to take it to the end zone against his former team.
If that's the Dallas Cowboys, they're putting up 40.
Both offenses are just shy of 30.
I just don't think that defense is going to be able to stop Dallas's offense.
Wobbly throw, grabbed by Williams, and he gets swung down by Wallace for another loss.
Ooh, the receipts.
That was so good.
The receipts were long.
Wow.
They were long.
Congrats to the Panthers social media team. And congrats to you. You are such a star. They made a whole post about you after their biggest win of the season. How do you feel about that?
First of all, let me tell these sorry-ass Carolina Panthers something right now, y'all. Sorry.
Hold on.
Wait for it. Let me tell them something right now. You understand what I'm saying? First of all, I'll concede that was a beautiful-ass video they put.
You know
That's
what?
a beautiful-ass video they put together right there. That's number one, okay? That's number one. And number two, I apologize with a smile on my face. Thank you. You think I can? I mean, they are absolutely right. They should have told me my dumb ass self. What was I thinking? But depending on the Cowboys, how could I do such a thing? Even to the Carolina Panthers, who have been a model of ineptitude the last few years. And it's nice to see y'all relevant again. You got a 500 record for the first time since I had an afro. I mean, congratulations. But let me tell you something right now. They deserve it. I like the job their coach is doing. I like how Bryce Young is looking, okay? And Rico Dowdle. I didn't know Emmitt Smith was going to show up in a Carolina Panther uniform. So I was calling them sorry, but I'm only having fun with y'all, man. I'm only playing. Congrats to the Carolina Panthers. Congrats to their social media team. That's exactly what you should have done.
I agree.
I deserved it. You understand? They are accurate, 1,000% on point, getting on me. A matter of fact, to my producers, give me a copy of that damn video. I'm going to play it everywhere today because they got me. I deserve it. How dare me? How dare me sit up there and pick.
You could feel it the moment the camera zoomed in on Skip Bayless. This wasn't one of his usual rants. This time, it came from somewhere deeper, somewhere between frustration and heartbreak. After the Cowboys' stunning 30-27 loss to the Carolina Panthers, Skip sat there, shaking his head, and said words that instantly set the NFL world on fire. Jerry should plunge and go get Trey Hendrickson from the Bengals. For a man who bleeds silver and blue, that wasn't a hot take. that was a cry for help. And for Cowboys Nation, it hit differently. Because this wasn't just about losing a game, it was about losing identity. This wasn't supposed to happen. Dallas walked into that game as clear favorites, facing a Panthers team that was rebuilding and missing key pieces. Yet somehow, they were the ones who looked like the rebuilt project. Carolina's Rico Dowdle, yes, the same player Dallas once had and let walk, turned into a one-man wrecking crew with 183 rushing yards and over 200 total yards of offense. The Panthers marched down the field like they were the ones fighting for a playoff spot. The Cowboys, meanwhile, were gasping for answers. Brian Schottenheimer, now the head coach and play caller, didn't sugarcoat it in the post-game press conference. He said, "They ran it, and we didn't. We didn't win the line of scrimmage. We have to fix that." That line says it all, because when you don't win up front, it doesn't matter how talented your quarterback is, how explosive your receivers are, or how much star power your roster has, you lose the game before the fourth quarter even begins. And that's exactly why Skip Bayless dropped Trey Hendrickson's name. Because in a season that's quickly spiraling out of control, Dallas needs something more than adjustments. They need an identity reset. Trey Hendrickson is the embodiment of what this defense lacks right now, a relentless, every down tone setter. He's not just a pass rush specialist. He's a grinder, a worker, a leader. The kind of guy who doesn't need hype because his tape screams louder than any headline. Through 5 games with Cincinnati, Hendrickson recorded 4 sacks, 13 total tackles, and a forced fumble, all while playing through double teams on nearly every snap. But the bigger story? Hendrickson is quietly growing frustrated in Cincinnati. According to multiple sources, the Bengals and Hendrickson haven't come close to an extension agreement. His 2025 salary is locked in at $21 million, but the guarantees are thin, and his future there is uncertain. That's why insiders are starting to whisper the same thing Skip shouted. Trey Hendrickson could be available for the right price. Let's talk about what he would actually bring to this Cowboys team. Imagine pairing Hendrickson with James Houston on the opposite edge. Combine that with Kenny Clark's interior strength and Osai Odighizuwa's quickness, and you have a front four that finally commands respect again. Right now, Dallas is trying to survive defensively. They've got talent, but no anchor. And that's where Hendrickson changes everything. He's not just a disruptor, he's a tone setter. He plays 90% of defensive snaps. He doesn't rotate out on third downs, he doesn't take plays off when he's tired. In Cincinnati, Hendrickson has built a reputation as a technician, the kind of player who wins with precision, not just speed. He reads blocking schemes like a chess master, countering leverage with perfect hand placement. That's what Dallas needs, technique and leadership, not more chaos. Because the truth is, the Cowboys don't just need another body on the defensive line, they need an identity, someone to walk into that locker room and command respect without saying a word. The Cowboys have the draft capital and cap flexibility to make this deal happen. The Bengals are open to talks, especially with the potential rebuild on the horizon. They'd likely want a 2026 second-round pick and possibly a conditional 4th that escalates if Hendrickson hits certain performance marks. That's not cheap, but that's what it costs to fix a defense overnight. This isn't about making noise at the deadline. This is about sending a message to your locker room that mediocrity isn't acceptable. Dallas can't afford to waste this offensive core. Dak Prescott, George Pickens, Jake Ferguson, they've got weapons. But those weapons are meaningless if the defense can't stop the run or close out games. Trey Hendrickson doesn't just plug a hole. He changes the entire attitude of the front seven. He brings accountability. He brings anger. He brings the kind of fire that turns losses into wake-up calls. Skip Bayless may be loud, emotional, and polarizing, but on this one, he's not wrong. He said, "We were terrible without Micah last year, and we're still terrible without him. It just doesn't matter. We're rotten to the core. Jerry, you've got to do something." He's right. The Cowboys lost Micah Parsons and never replaced his production or leadership. And while no one can perfectly replicate Parsons' explosiveness, Hendrickson brings something equally valuable: reliability. He's the kind of player that makes average players better. He gives coaches flexibility. He gives fans hope. And for a franchise that's built on pride and pressure, that's worth every penny. At the end of the day, this isn't about one trade. It's about one statement. It's about Jerry Jones proving that he's not content with being almost good enough. The Cowboys have hovered around the same tier for years. Talented, competitive, but never complete. A move for Trey Hendrickson would send a clear signal this team is going all in. This is Jerry's chance to silence the critics, stabilize the locker room, and reignite a fan base that's tired of moral victories. Because the window isn't closed. The NFC is wide open. The 49ers are inconsistent, the Eagles are beatable, and the Lions are human. The Cowboys still have time, but only if they act. This fan base deserves a team that plays with fire again. Every Cowboys fan watching that loss to Carolina felt it. The disappointment, the disbelief, the exhaustion. But hope isn't gone. Because this roster isn't broken, it's missing one piece. And maybe, just maybe, that piece wears number 91 in Cincinnati. So when Skip Bayless shouted, "Jerry, go get Trey Hendrickson," he wasn't just venting. He was speaking for millions of Cowboys fans who are tired of the same story and ready for a new one. Hendrickson could be the difference between another painful wildcard exit and the real Super Bowl push. Cowboys Nation, it's your turn to speak. Should Jerry make that move for Trey Hendrickson? Would you trade a pick to fix this defense once and for all? Let me know down below in the comments. And if you still believe in this team, if you still think this season can turn around, then hit that like button, subscribe, and share this with every diehard fan who's ready for change. Because here on Cowboys Nation Report, we don't give up. We fight for accountability, for action, and for the star to shine again. This isn't the end of the road. It's the moment before the comeback. And maybe, just maybe, Trey Hendrickson is the spark that starts it all.